Guys, I have a 2-point coffee here. I'm just checking my squash out. Look at how big that thing's gotten. It's really pudgy. It's going to be a warm day out today. Probably in the mid 80s again, higher 80s most likely. So I'm having one of these Sure Make chicken, mild Italian chicken sausage, 100 calories. And one link of these is 2 smart points. Not bad. I'm going to have 2 eggs with this as well. So this is breakfast this morning. Of course, I have my slice of Velveeta in between my eggs there. I'm going to let it melt a while. And then this sausage is 2 points. I just shared the package with you. And I really like these. These are the Sure Make brand. And I get those I got this one at Hanky's. So I don't know if someplace like Kroger would carry these things or not, but that's where I find them at. And then I'm having a seltzer water, raspberry. I'm really liking the raspberry ones of these. And the orange, my 2 favorite. Just went and dropped off Nick and I'm heading back home now. It's a nice day out today, but it's super hot. It's like 86 degrees here, and that is really hot. For me, anyhow. I am having lunch here. 13-point spaghetti. It's our last spaghetti that I made this last week, so we're finishing that up. And I do have just a tiny sprinkle of Parm cheese. It's like a teaspoonful maybe on top there. And I am answering comments today. Also finishing up my drink here. I got this at Starbucks when I took Nick in to go biking. And this is it's on the Weight Watchers app. It's a cold brew, sweet vanilla cold brew. This is a grande. And it is 6 points normally, but we take out the sweetener and add stevia, so we count it as 4. This is what is for dinner. I have my water, plus I have finishing up my raspberry water here, seltzer water. And this is just chicken and zucchini because we had a high point lunch of spaghetti, so I'm countering that with a low point dinner. And this is 2 points. I have some hoisin in it and 1/2 teaspoon of oil each for Corey and I, so we're counting this as 2 points. And surprise, we got a visitor. No surprise. Good evening, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I've had a lot of people message me and email me asking me to please come on and talk on your channel more often like you used to do. So that's why I'm here tonight, to try to talk to you guys, communicate with you guys a little bit more. But I ran into something tonight that I ran into many, many years ago when I was young. And that is that I am frustrated that I gained this weight. So I'm trying to figure out a way to lose it quickly. The only way that I know how to lose it quickly is to not eat enough. So I've been kind of struggling with making sure I get enough food so I'm not losing too quickly. And then all of a sudden I am off track again because I'm so starving that I want to eat everything in the world. I was looking up and doing some research, and I ran into this Healthline article of 9 signs that you're not eating enough calories. And this kind of hit home for me because I went through this many, many years ago when I was a teenager, and I just absolutely stopped eating for probably about 2 weeks almost and just drank water. I just wasn't feeling good about myself. Even though I only weighed 120 pounds back then, I just wasn't feeling great about myself. So I just didn't eat hardly anything at all. And I just drank a lot of water. And I remember getting super tired. I remember staying at my friend's house and I just was tired. And, you know, they would say, we tried to wake you up. We tried to wake you up. I don't remember any of that. I was so tired because I wasn't eating hardly anything at all. Now that I'm older and wiser, I've learned from those mistakes, and I still feel myself wanting to go back there because I know how fast I was able to lose weight then, just not eating correctly. But in my heart of hearts, I know that is definitely the wrong thing to do. And now reading through these signs that I found from Healthline, it's definitely made me change my mind on this whole situation. So it's something that I need to really always keep tabs on. And once you go through that once and you get to experience that fast weight loss, you really do want to go back there because you know it works, but yet it doesn't, because later on when you go back to regular eating, you gain all of that weight back plus some. I'm definitely proof to that. I gained so fast after I started eating regularly again. It was just insane. So here is the 9 signs that you may not be eating enough. The first one is low energy level. So what calories are units of energy that your body uses to function correctly. I'm going to put a link down below in the description box of how to find your metabolic rate. So the number of calories needed to make your body function in a 24-hour period is referred to as your resting metabolic rate. So I'll put a link down below on how you can figure out what yours is. Everybody's is different. Mine is 2,156 from what I measured on the metabolic rate calculator. And the bottom line is, if you're not eating enough calories, you're going to feel super tired most of the time. So that is one huge sign that you're not eating enough calories. Number 2, and this is one I've experienced personally a lot, is hair loss. I lost so much hair and I had a lot of breakage on my hair, a lot. And now my hair is really healthy again because I've been eating more. And I've been eating pretty healthy, although I've been eating a lot of the healthy stuff, which is why I put on my weight. Losing hair is one big sign that you're not eating enough calories. And one way to kind of counteract that is to start taking some vitamins. Biotin is a good one to take, and even like a multi-day, everyday vitamin, like a multivitamin sort of thing for women. Or if you're over 50, take a plus 50 vitamin, which is what I'm doing right now. I did not start biotin until like way over halfway through my weight loss. In fact, I think I was down to like 215 by the time I started taking that. So I started taking it a lot earlier now in hopes that my hair isn't going to fall out and it's not going to break off as much, because I really do want to keep my longer hair. I don't want short hair. My husband doesn't like short hair, and so he wants me to keep it long as well, which is, I love it too. So I mean, if I didn't like long hair, I would definitely cut it and he'd be okay with that. But he really does like long hair and I like long hair. So I would like to keep it longer and not have it break off so badly. So that is another sign that you're not eating enough calories, is if your hair is falling out or breaking off. Number 3 is constant hunger. All the time. You're hungry all the time. Essentially, if you are eating if you are eating too little calories, your body will send signals that literally drive your body to eat. So it can avoid potential starvation, is what your body is thinking, which is why I think a lot of people call it starvation mode. But your body essentially thinks it needs more food, so it will constantly tell your body that, constantly tell your brain, sending the messages that you're super hungry because, hey, something's going on with my body and I need to try to keep my body alive. That is another sign that you are not getting enough calories, is if you are constantly hungry. Number 4, inability to get pregnant. So again, this is all your brain sending signals to your body saying, hey, we can't allow this to happen right now because they're not getting enough food. Your body is not getting enough food. Your body is so intelligent that way. Like, it tries to keep you alive by keeping your heart safe and your brain safe and giving nutrients to all of that first before it can send signals that it wants to reproduce. Another sign that you may not be getting enough calories. In reality, it's pretty amazing that your body does this kind of stuff. It really tries to keep your heart safe and your brain safe first off. So the rest of these up through 9 are based on studies that have been done on either college students or older adults, younger adults. There's so many studies that have been done. Number 5 is sleep issues. So they've done so many studies on people who have really limited their calories to people that were eating regular. And it shows that when you're not eating enough calories, you can have sleep issues. But the same thing applies for being overweight. You have so many sleep issues when you're overweight as well. With sleep issues, it goes both ways. You can tell that you're eating either too much and you're overweight, or you're not eating enough and your body is saying, you need to get going and eat. And your body is just trying to tell you to fix this issue before it's going to allow you to sleep really well. Number 6 is irritability. This is the one that was tested on college students, how irritable they got, depriving themselves of enough calories. I can totally get that because I know I was pretty irritable when I wasn't eating enough as well. The biggest thing is, if I would stub my toe, or if the dog would step on my toe with his sharp nail, I would get overly irritable about that. more so than normal. I mean, I get irritable about that anyway, but even more so when I was depriving myself of calories. So yeah, cutting too many calories will make you irritable. Number 7 is feeling cold all the time. Now with this, I really didn't have that problem, but Corey had this problem a lot. He was always cold. Every time he'd be cuddling up in a blanket or come up from downstairs, his hands would be freezing, although it was cold down there. But he was still, I always heard him say, I'm just so cold. I'm so cold. If you are feeling cold all the time, make sure you're getting enough calories. Number 8, constipation. Another thing I never had a problem with. I never had a problem with constipation. And Corey, I asked Corey, and he's never had a problem with that either. I do know for a fact that you poop less. I wasn't constipated, but I definitely pooped less when I was restricting my calories, definitely. And that was a good thing. In my eyes, that was a good thing. If you are really constipated, that may be one thing that you might want to look into. And the last one, number 9, is anxiety. I never really dealt with anxiety a whole lot. That is the last one. So if you're feeling anxiety about anything, look at your calorie level and see where you're at. A good thing that I recommend though, even if you're on Weight Watchers or whatever program you're on, take like 3 or 4 days to figure out your calories every day, just to get a good idea of where you're at. They say the minimum women should be at is 1,200 calories, and that's at a standard weight. So if you're my size and you're 200 and some pounds, you probably should up those calories. Like my resting metabolic rate is 2,156, I think I said. And that is the amount of calories, the number of calories that I need just to live, just so my heart will pump and my blood goes through my veins and my brain works properly. That is what I use in a day resting, not doing anything at all, not doing any exercise. So if I limit that and I lower that, if I lower those calories to 1,200, I would probably be losing my hair again. I would probably be not sleeping well. I would probably be irritable. So I have to make sure I keep my levels up. Probably, I'm going to say 15 to 1,800 calories is kind of where I kind of like to be. That's where I aim for, because I definitely want to be in a calorie deficit so I will lose weight. I don't want to stay the same and I don't want to gain. So I don't want to be at that 2,156 level, but I do want to not go too far down to 1,200 or anything. So I really have to take a few days, go through my calories, and I'll probably do that on camera for you guys. Just go through, I'll probably do 4 days just to get a feel for where I'm at calorie wise, just to make sure I'm not going too low and I'm not, staying the same, not being up to that 2,156 calorie level. And I think that's a good idea on any plan that anybody is on. Just figure out your calories just for a few days. And then from there, you'll be able to tell, like, oh, I feel like I need a little more to eat. Maybe on those days, choose some fruit, because fruit can be pretty high in calories. They're like a small banana is 100 calories. So you can have fruit, banana, watermelon is a good way to get some calories in without adding points to your day on Weight Watchers. Just so many things out there that have avocado is a great one. It has great fat in it. You do have to count points for that, but it's healthy fat for you, and there's a lot of calories in avocado too. Nuts, if you need more calories, have a 1/4 cup of nuts. Those are super high in calories and good for you as well. So there's so many things, so many options out there to up your calories without having to eat a whole ton of food and junk food. I hope you enjoyed the 9 signs that you may not be eating enough calories in your life. It helped me because, like I said, I was getting into that mindset that, okay, I really feel like I want to do this, but yet I know better. I'm 52 years old. I know better. I'm just going to have to wait it out. I'm not going to lose it super fast. I'm not going to lose it near as fast as I gained it. So I have to realize that, and I have to know that it's going to take some time. It'll happen and I'll be fine with it. It's just going to take some time. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below in the description box if you guys enjoy me talking at the end of my videos, or if you like just seeing my app at the end and having a faster video so you don't have to spend 20 minutes watching a video. Let me know down below. I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning for another What I Ate. Thank you so much for watching. like and subscribe. And if you think anybody else may like it, please share my video. The best way you can help me is to share my video on your social media, on your Facebook, and I will so appreciate it. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.
If I could go back in time, I'd pack my bags right now. If I could play back, rewind, I wouldn't think twice. A pair of jeans and a dusty shirt, we didn't have a dime. No, you and me were poor as